Jai Hind everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel, which is Explore Yourselves, Banking and General Knowledge, etc. The events of 22nd November 2024 are follows. Bengali date 6 অগ্রহায়ণ 1431. As per Beni Madhavsil Ponjika, today's Tithi is Krishna Saptami and up to 2120 hours, and after that Krishna Ashtami. Today's Nakhotra is Aslesha Nakhotra and up to 2101 hours, and after that Magha Nakhotra. Today is 327th day of the year. There are then 39 days left in 2024. Today is 47th Friday of 2024. Today is Kala Bhairav Jayanti. Bhairava Ashtami, also known as Bhairava Ashtami, Bhairava Jayanti, Kala Bhairava Ashtami and Kala Bhairava Jayanti is a Hindu holy day commemorating the manifestation of the deity Bhairava, a fearsome and wrathful manifestation of the god Shiva. It falls on the 8th lunar day, Ashtami, in the 4th night of the waning moon, Krishna Paksha, in the Hindu month of Kartika, or the South Indian Amavasya calendar. Every month ends with a new moon, or Margosrisa, for the North Indian Purnimant calendar. Every month ends with full moon. By both schemes, Bhairava Ashtami falls on the same day in November, December, January. The name Kalashtami is sometimes used to refer to this day, but might also refer to any Ashtami in Krishna Paksha, all of which are days sacred to Bhairava. Today is World Silambam Day. World Silambam Day is celebrated annually on November 22nd to honor and promote Silambam, a traditional Indian martial art form originating from Tamil Nadu. Silambam is known for its unique stick fighting techniques and is recognized not just as a self-defense practice but also as a cultural and spiritual heritage. Today is birth anniversary of Dr. Rukma Bai, 22nd November 1864 to 25th September 1955. Rukma Bai was an Indian physician and feminist. She is best known for being one of the first practicing women doctors in colonial India, first one being Dr. Kadambini Ganguly, who started practicing in 1886, as well as being involved in a landmark legal case involving her marriage as a child bride between 1884 and 1888. The case raised significant public debate across several topics, which most prominently included law versus tradition, social reform versus conservatism, and feminism in both British rule India and England. This ultimately contributed to the Age of Consent Act in 1891. Today is death anniversary of Miss Asima Chatterjee, 23rd September 1917 to 22nd November 2006. Asima Chatterjee was an Indian organic chemist noted for her work in the fields of organic chemistry and phytomedicine. Her most notable work includes research on pink alkaloids, the development of anti-epileptic drugs, and development of anti-malarial drugs. She also authored a considerable volume of work on medicinal plants of the Indian subcontinent. She was the first woman to receive a doctorate of science from an Indian university. Asima Chatterjee successfully developed the anti-epileptic drug Ayush 56 from Marsilea minuta and the anti-malarial drug from Alstonia scholaris, Sortia cirata, Picrophyza cura, and Cesalpina crista. The patented drugs have been marketed by several companies. Today's death anniversary of Mr. Sir Hans Adolf Krebs, 25th August 1900 to 22nd November 1981. Sir Hans Adolf Krebs was a German-British biologist, physician and biochemist. He was a pioneer scientist in the study of cellular respiration, a biochemical process in living cells that extracts energy from food and oxygen and makes it available to drive the process of life. Nobel Prize to Hans Adolf Krebs for discovery of the citric acid cycle, and to Fritz Albert Lippmann in 1953 for discovery of coenzyme A and its importance in intermediary metabolism. Krebs was the pioneer scientist in study of cellular respiration, a biochemical pathway in cells for production of energy. He is best known for his discoveries of two important chemical reactions in the body, namely the urea cycle and the citric acid cycle. Today is birth anniversary of Sir Andrew Huxley, 22nd November 1917 to 30th May 2012. Sir Andrew Fielding Huxley was an English physiologist and biophysicist from the notable Huxley family. A scholarship led him from Westminster School to Trinity College, Cambridge, where he collaborated with Alan Hodgkin to study nerve impulses. Their work on the action potential derived from the Atlantic squid's giant axon earned them the 1963 Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine. During World War II, Huxley served in British defence roles before resuming research in Cambridge, where he developed interference microscopy for studying muscle fibers. In 1952, Huxley and Rolf Nitgerjarke co-discovered the sliding filament theory of muscle contraction, foundational to modern muscle mechanics. Huxley became head of the Department of Physiology at University College London in 1960 and was elected a Fellow of the Royal Society in 1955, later serving as its president. He received the Copley Medal in 1973, was knighted in 1974, and joined the Order of Merit in 1983. He remained a Fellow of Trinity College, Cambridge until his death. Today is birth anniversary of Mr. Paul Henry Benjamin Belluet D. Esteronelles D. Constant, 22nd November 1852 to 15th May 1924. Paul Henry Benjamin Belluet D. Esteronelles de Constant, Baron de Constant d Rebecque, was a French diplomat and politician, advocate of international arbitration, and winner of the 1909 Nobel Prize for Peace. Today is birth anniversary of Mr. Andre Paul Guillaume Guide, 22nd November 1869 to 19th February 1951. Andre Paul Guillaume Guide, a French author, won the 1947 Nobel Prize in Literature for his diverse writings. Beginning in the symbolist movement, he later criticized imperialism and authored over 50 books. The New York Times obituary hailed him as France's greatest contemporary man of letters and the greatest French writer of this century. Guide's works, both fictional and autobiographical, explored the conflict between his Protestant austerity and transgressive sexual adventurousness. He examined freedom and empowerment against moralistic constraints, advocating intellectual honesty. As a self-professed pederast, he wrote about embracing one's identity without betraying personal values. Politically, Guide shifted from early communist sympathies to anti-Stalinist views after visiting the USSR in 1936, and eventually repudiated communism, favoring traditional Christian values by the 1940s. Today is birth anniversary of Mr. Louis Eugene Felix Neil, 22nd November 1904 to 17 November 2000. Louis Eugene Felix Neil was a French physicist born in Lyon who received the Nobel Prize for Physics in 1970 for his studies of the magnetic properties of solids. Thank you very much for your patience.